One summer afternoon in 1983, the quiet of Vatican City was disrupted by the baffling disappearance of a bright 15-year-old named Emanuela Orlandi. How does someone vanish within one of the world's most secure enclaves? For 4 decades, theories have pointed everywhere, from organized crime to the heights of the church. Yet, at the center of this mystery lies a family's unbreakable hope. In this episode of Timeless Tales Told, we uncover the enduring enigma that continues to captivate investigators and citizens alike. Prepare to explore hidden leads and the unwavering spirit of those who refuse to let Emanuela's story fade. Our story leads us straight into Vatican City, officially the smallest independent state on the planet, yet brimming with centuries of tradition. Its winding streets and ancient architecture stand guarded by the iconic Swiss guards, forming a realm that seems almost impervious to outside harm. Within these storied walls, Emanuela Orlandi grew up. Her family lived and worked under the Vatican's umbrella, believing this sanctified enclave to be a haven of faith and safety. But on a warm afternoon in 1983, that sense of security was shattered when Emanuela disappeared without warning. Soon, her case would captivate an entire nation, fueling speculation about dark forces, covert dealings, and long-buried secrets. How could a teenager vanish in such a tightly monitored domain? And why does her story, nearly 4 decades old, continue to echo through corridors of power? The answers remain elusive, but the quest for truth goes on. Emanuela Orlandi was more than a missing person headline. She was a lively teenage girl discovering her passions within Vatican City's cloistered world. Friends remember her bright smile, her love of flute lessons, and her excitement for life beyond the imposing Vatican walls. She was the 4th of 5 children, raised by parents who worked for the Holy See, a fact that rooted her deeply in this rarefied environment. Like any 15-year-old, Emanuela had dreams, perhaps to travel, study music, or simply enjoy the freedoms that come with adulthood. But the bustling streets of Rome, once familiar and safe, transformed into a labyrinth of unanswered questions when she failed to return home that fateful day. Her story begins as so many teenagers might, yet it would soon become an enduring enigma. June 22, 1983, began like any other summer day for Emanuela Orlandi. She left her family's Vatican apartment bound for a flute lesson in central Rome. Dressed in casual clothes with her school bag in tow, she ventured beyond the ornate Vatican gates, steps she had taken many times before. Witnesses recall spotting her chatting with friends, appearing cheerful and untroubled. At some point, however, she mentioned a potential job offer from a stranger who approached her about selling cosmetics. This seemingly innocent detail would become one of the few clues about her final movements. When Emanuela failed to return home that evening, her sister grew alarmed. By nightfall, concern turned to dread as her parents realized their daughter was truly missing. They contacted relatives, friends, and local authorities, desperately retracing her path through Rome's lively streets. The frantic search yielded little beyond conflicting tips and vague sightings. An entire city soon buzzed with rumors, each claim raising fresh questions. Had Emanuela been abducted? Did she leave willingly, or was something more sinister at play? In the wake of her sudden disappearance, the once peaceful Vatican community found itself plunged into confusion, and a mystery that would span decades. In the immediate aftermath of Emanuela Orlandi's disappearance, frantic appeals for help flooded newspapers, radio broadcasts, and television screens. Her parents and siblings spoke to reporters, pleading for any scrap of information that might lead them to Emanuela. Italian authorities initiated a standard missing person investigation, but the setting, a sovereign city-state with its own police force, complicated matters. Within weeks, theories began to circulate, some implicating powerful forces. One line of speculation tied her disappearance to the attempted assassination of Pope John Paul II just 2 years earlier. According to this angle, Emanuela might have been taken as leverage to demand the release of Mehmet Ali Aaka, the man who shot the Pope in 1981. Although intriguing, this theory never solidified into concrete evidence. Another theory pointed to Rome's notorious Banda della Magliana, suggesting the group had seized Emanuela to blackmail the Vatican over suspected financial dealings. Rumors spread of clandestine negotiations, ransom demands, and cryptic phone calls, yet no direct proof of criminal involvement surfaced. Meanwhile, whispers of a Vatican cover-up took on a life of their own. Some believed high-ranking clergy members were shielding vital information, while others claimed Emanuela's fate was tied to deeper internal scandals. These swirling allegations made headlines across Europe, intensifying the spotlight on Vatican City. Despite the media frenzy and mounting conspiracies, solid leads remained elusive. With each passing day, hope for a swift resolution dimmed, leaving a distressed family and a perplexed nation seeking answers in the murky shadows of power. Through each twist and rumor, one constant remained: the Orlandi family's tireless hope. In the days following Emanuela's disappearance, her parents, Ercole and Maria, appeared on national television, pleading for any shred of information. They reached out to law enforcement, journalists, and even the Pope himself, never abandoning their faith that Emanuela could still be found. With every new theory, no matter how outlandish, her siblings steadfastly pursued potential leads, placing phone calls, distributing posters, and speaking at press conferences. While media outlets churned out sensational headlines, the Orlandis navigated an endless cycle of dashed hopes and renewed determination. Their conviction, often tested, refused to waver. To this day, they cling to the belief that someone, somewhere, holds the key to unlocking the truth behind their daughter's disappearance. In the decades since Emanuela Orlandi vanished, countless leads have emerged only to slip away before revealing any concrete truths. Investigators have pursued anonymous tips, examined cryptic letters, and followed questionable sightings, yet every supposed breakthrough ended in frustration. The Vatican itself undertook 2 major searches for Emanuela's remains. In 2018, human bones discovered beneath a sidewalk at the Holy See's embassy in Rome proved not to match her DNA. The following year, Vatican officials opened the tombs of 2 German princesses in the Pontifical Teutonic College, only to find them empty. Even a subsequent exploration of hidden ossuaries yielded no trace of Emanuela. Pope Francis, marking the 40th anniversary of her disappearance, publicly acknowledged the Orlandi family's anguish during his Sunday Angelus, praying for all families who bear the pain of a missing loved one. This gesture renewed hope that further revelations might surface. Around the same time, the Vatican's promoter of justice, Alessandro Didi, handed over a dossier to Rome's prosecutor, announcing he had uncovered investigatory leads that merit further consideration. Although details remain tightly guarded, the Orlandi family's persistence has never wavered. They continue urging anyone with information to come forward, holding fast to the belief that someday Emanuela's fate will finally come to light. Time has only magnified the swirling rumors around Emanuela Orlandi's disappearance. Speculation about secret archives, powerful officials, and hidden motives has never been stronger. The case even inspired a true crime documentary, Vatican Girl: The Disappearance of Emanuela Orlandi, which premiered on Netflix in 2022, reawakening public interest in Italy and beyond. Early in 2023, the Vatican launched a renewed internal investigation at the Orlandi family's request, later submitting what it found to Italian prosecutors. That same summer marked the 40th anniversary of Emanuela's vanishing, prompting Pope Francis to mention her during a Sunday Angelus. He offered prayers for her grieving mother and all families who bear the pain of a missing loved one, a gesture that revived hope among those closest to the case. In June, Vatican promoter of justice Alessandro Diddi revealed he had uncovered investigatory leads that merit further consideration, transferring relevant documents to the Rome prosecutor's office. Then, in November 2023, the Italian Senate announced a 4-year parliamentary commission endowed with full investigative powers and a dedicated budget to examine not only Emanuela's disappearance, but also that of another girl missing from Rome around the same time. Later that month, at a public event in Rome, Diddi confirmed the existence of a confidential Vatican dossier on Emanuela Orlandi, an about-face from prior denials. Though the file's contents remained sealed, Diddi emphasized the Holy See's commitment to cooperate with Italian authorities, fueling fresh speculation about what might be uncovered within those pages. Still, the answers remain elusive. For the Orlandi family and the world at large, the question endures: will these new revelations finally unravel a decades-old mystery hidden behind centuries-old walls? Emanuela Orlandi's story transcends mere speculation. She has become a symbol for countless families seeking answers about a missing loved one. In a nation famed for its rich heritage, her face has endured as a reminder that history's greatest mysteries aren't confined to ancient artifacts or distant legends. Sometimes they unfold in our own neighborhoods and institutions. Her disappearance challenges the boundaries of faith and secrecy in one of the world's most revered religious centers. Advocates press on, urging the Vatican to lift its veil and share all it knows. They believe that uncovering Emanuela's fate might restore faith not just in the Church's moral authority, but in the power of truth itself. Yet amid the rumors and the heartbreak, what resonates most is the courage of a family that will not let their daughter's name fade into obscurity. Through their persistence, Emanuela Orlandi's story remains very much alive. Decades have passed since Emanuela Orlandi vanished without a trace, yet her family's hope remains unbreakable. Each rumor, each clue carries the potential to shed light on her fate. Thank you for joining us here on Timeless Tales Told as we delve into one of the most enduring mysteries in modern history. If her story resonates with you, please share this episode. Someone, somewhere, might hold the final piece of the puzzle. Until next time, remember, every mystery carries a lesson in courage and resilience.